did a year ago. It's 2020, and we are ready for some high school football here in Des Moines. Hello, everybody. My name is Noel Wolf. Welcome into McGrain Stadium here at Hoover High School, where the Hoover Huskies play host to the Des Moines North Polar Bears to kick off the 2020 season. Now, this Hoover offense looks pretty similar to the way it did a year ago. They had a few key graduates, but most of the offense is still in place. In fact, 10 of the 11 first stringers on this Hoover offense are seniors, including three-year starter under center Jared Fisher, who 2 years ago threw for 2,630 yards, which is in the top 60 in Iowa history. For North, they've got relative inexperience under center. Nick Crispin, the sophomore, leads the charge for North. He took over midway through last season after an injury to Nick Gorgon. Now, Gorgon, the senior, is back, but he's being used as sort of a Swiss Army knife for the triple option offense that head coach Eric Addy is continuing to run in his second season at the helm of North. Gorgon is the starting A-back in that triple option system, and Crispin remains under center. The sophomore started 4 games last year, threw for 329 yards, 1 touchdown, and 8 interceptions. I mentioned Eric Addy. He's a graduate of Des Moines North High School back in 2008, also a graduate of Upper Iowa University. Addy in his second season at the helm of North last year. North went 0-9 just as they had the 2 years before. Des Moines North currently riding a 34-game losing streak that they'll try to turn around on the road at Hoover tonight. These two teams have a storied history, a little bit of a rivalry between these two squads. North has won North won 4 of 5 from 2008 to 2012, but Hoover has won the last 6 in a row, so it's been back and forth in the last decade or so. But Hoover riding a 6-game winning streak in this series, and they'll try to get win number 1 of the Tyrone Tyler era. Tyler, a graduate of Dowling Catholic High School and St. Ambrose University. Tyler has coached for the Des Moines Blaze, a minor league football team, as well as assistant coaching roles at Dowling Catholic High School. His first high school head coaching job begins tonight at the helm of Des Moines Hoover. We're just about ready for kickoff, about 90 seconds to go until these two teams kick off, and the 2020 season begins at McGrain Stadium here in Des Moines. Hoover won the toss, deferred to the second half, so they'll kick off. Their kicker is Jared Fisher, the same 3-year starter at quarterback, although he has not had quite so much experience kicking the football. He replaces Humberto Flores, who graduated. But Fisher will handle not only the quarterbacking, but also the kicking and the punting for the home Hoover Huskies tonight. Back to receive for the North Polar Bears, Devin Hilson and Willie Olds. Fisher has the ball as the clock continues to count down, just about 20 seconds until kickoff of the 2020 season here in Des Moines. Ball's on the tee for Jared Fisher as the clock counts down. No time left on the pregame clock, and Fisher will get ready to kick the ball away. Jared Fisher, the 6'0", 170-pound senior, gets ready to kick off for Hoover. Des Moines Hoover, the home team, on the right side of your screen, wearing black jerseys, black pants, and gold helmets. North, the visitors, on the left side of your screen in the white jerseys, black pants, black domes. Fisher lines it up. And we are underway here in Des Moines. The 2020 season has officially begun. Olds gets the return, finds a seam, tripped up at the 30 and brought down.
Number 3, Willie Olds on the return out to about the 31-yard line.
Israel Tracy
Number 35
gets the tackle.
On the tackle for the Huskies.
So North will start their season from their own 33-yard line.
33-yard line.
First and 10 for sophomore quarterback Nick Crispin. What Eric Addy said about this guy, he's not huge. He's not going to dominate anybody with size. Stands in there at 5'9", but he's tough. He's smart. Eric Addy called him the ultimate competitor. Takes the snap, handoff up the middle, a couple of yards and a cloud of dust for North. Looks to be 2nd and 8 from the 35.
Number 4, Tan Wynn.
Tan Wynn on the carry.
Tackled by a pack of Huskies.
Things look a little bit different in the stadium due to the COVID-19 social distancing guidelines. Fans spaced out, sitting on predetermined blue marks in the bleachers. The cheerleaders on the sideline all wearing green Hoover Husky masks. Snap taken by Olds. He pitches off to the left. Gorgon has it, runs backwards, and is stopped in the backfield. 2-yard loss for Nick Gorgon on the option pitch. It'll be 3rd and 10 for Des Moines North.
For the Huskies. That was a 2-yard loss. It's 3rd and 10 for the Polar Bears from the 33.
Addy said this won't exactly be a ground and pound sort of offense, although that's exactly what we've seen so far. The triple option flex bone, head coach Addy said it himself, it's old school. Crispin under center, takes the snap, man in motion, pitches off to the right. It's Hilson. He gets stuffed at the 40 and brought down. Malik South and Rusty Kemp combined for the tackle. A gain of 7, but it's not quite enough on 3rd down. Fourth and 3, 4th and 4.
That tackle was by number 17, Malik South once again. Happy birthday.
And North brings out the punting unit. The Polar Bears will kick it away to Gabe Banks, who stands at his own 30-yard line to return it for Des Moines Hoover. Willie Olds, the punter for Des Moines North, as well as their number 1 option as the wide receiver. Long snap is low from Alleman. Olds gets it off, but I think it was tipped, and it's caught at about the line of scrimmage by Malik South. Tipped punt from Willie Olds, and it's a tough break for Des Moines North. Hoover gets the benefit of some good special teams work. And Hoover has terrific field position to start their 2020 campaign.
It's 1st and 10 for the Huskies at the Polar Bear 40-yard line.
And this is the first time we get to see Jared Fisher lead this Des Moines Hoover offense. Fisher, the 3-year starter, starts in the shotgun set with a nice spread offense. Fisher gets the snap, hands it off. Gabe Banks runs through the middle of the line and gains nearly all he needs for the first down. Call it 8 yards for Gabe Banks to bring up 2nd and 2. Hoover mostly relied on the passing game last year, throwing for 218 yards a game, rushing for about 100. But if the running game will get you plays like that, no reason to go away from it. Fisher in the shotgun set again. Gets the snap, hands to Banks once more. He's got a big hole through the middle of the line. Brought down at the 25. Another 7-yard gain for Gabe Banks. And Hoover has the first down of the game. 8:40 to play in the first quarter. No score yet between Hoover and North.
It's a first down for the Huskies at the Polar Bear 25.
Banks comes to the sideline after 2 successful running plays where he himself gained about 15 yards for Hoover. Fisher in the shotgun, flanked by Pena and Diamond Deepa in the backfield behind Fisher. North shows blitz, and the Hoover line jumped. false start penalty will send Hoover back 5 yards. It'll be a 1st and 15.
Illegal procedure against the Huskies. That'll push them back 5 yards. It's a 1st and 15 at the 30.
1st and 15 for Hoover from the 30-yard line. Still terrific field position in the first offensive drive of the Tyrone Tyler era here at Hoover. Still a shotgun set for the Huskies. Fisher hikes it, hands it off to Deepa this time. Met in the backfield with some good pressure. Michael Galloway stormed through the line and brought down Deepa for a loss of 4.
Number 57, Michael Galloway, for a loss.
Loss of 3. 2nd and 18 now for Hoover. The North defensive line did not have any success in the previous series of stopping the run game. They ran for 15 yards on 2 plays, Hoover did. But that one, Michael Galloway was able to break through the line and meet Deepa in the backfield. Fisher in the shotgun set, another jump at the line. The referees will confer. And this time it's on the defense. Encroachment on North will send Hoover up 5 yards. That negates the penalty from earlier. Still a long way to move the sticks. 2nd and 13 for Hoover at the 28-yard line of North. Fisher in the backfield, Pena on his left, and Deepa behind him. Fisher will throw, looks to his left, throws to his left, open, but he overthrew him. Trez Robinson broke through the secondary and had an open route to the end zone. Fisher just left it a little bit long on the first passing attempt of the season for the senior quarterback. 3rd and 13 now for Hoover. Gabe Banks back out on the field for the Huskies. He's the deep running back. Pena still flanking Fisher to the left. Fisher takes the snap, drops back, looking to throw. Goes through the middle. He might scramble. He does. But he's brought down at the 20-yard line. 2 flags, 3 flags now fly. 1 in the backfield, 1 toward the line. And looks like it'll be offsetting penalties. We'll await the final word. So it's a hold on the offense and then a face mask on the defense. The penalties offset. And 3rd and 13 will replay. Fisher didn't like what he saw from his receivers, tried to take it himself. Gained about 8 yards on the now negated play. The scramble from Fisher. Fisher now in a deeper shotgun, just 1 back to his right. It's Gabe Banks. Trips out to the left, 1 receiver on the right at the top of your screen. Fisher takes the snap, looking to throw to his left. Deep man, just off the hands of Trez Robinson. Robinson dropped a touchdown and he knew it. It was a good throw from Fisher, a long one over the top. Robinson was able to find some separation. Got his hands up, couldn't secure the football. Fisher now 0 for 2 through the air. 1 on an overthrow from him, but that one was catchable. 4th and 13, and the Hoover offense stays on the field. Jared Fisher in the shotgun. Same formation as the last time with trips out to the left. Angel Lottie, one of the targets closest to the sideline. Fisher drops the snap, picks it up, tries to move. He's scrambling. He's got a chance to throw. Goes deep. Trez Robinson in the end zone for the touchdown. A broken play for Hoover turns into 6.
Correction. South, number 17 is complete. Touchdown, Husky.
Fisher to Robinson. After Fisher dropped the snap. And Hoover goes for 2. Fisher in the shotgun, trips now to the right for the Huskies. Fisher back to throw, look to the right. Open man, Robinson again. Robinson ran an under route. The defense followed the deep man, and Robinson was able to slip into the goal line. Fisher to Robinson for 2, or for 6, and then Fisher to Robinson for 2, and Hoover leads North 8-0 with 5 minutes and 55 seconds left in the first quarter.
Number 15, Jared Fisher on the kickoff for the Huskies.
Hoover will kick off once again. They lead 8-0 over North as the Polar Bears special teams unit finds their way to the field. 5:55 left to go first quarter. It wasn't all pretty for the Hoover offense in the first series under Tyrone Taylor. Some success with the running game, then some trouble with the passing game, but ultimately the end result that Tyler and the Hoover squad wanted was 8 points, and they got it. Fisher to kick off after throwing for a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. It's a good boot to the 10. Olds lets it slip through his hands, and it'll be a touchback. Olds underestimated exactly where that one was going to land. Lucks out with a touchback. So it'll be a 1st and 10 for the Polar Bears from the 20. It was all running for Des Moines North the first time. Crispin, though, lines up under center, backs in motion, hands it off quickly, and the back is stopped just as quickly at the line of scrimmage. Tan Wynn on the carry.
Number 4 Wynn on the run for the Polar Bears, taken down by number 77, Terrell Bailey.
Bailey gets credit for the tackle for Hoover. 2nd down, 9 to go for North at the 26, their own 26. Crispin under center. Gorgon the back in motion. It's a pitch to him on the left side. He drops it, goes through the hands of a Hoover player, and Chris Gorgon is able to pick it back up. But a loss of 5, and the clock will stop. Eric Addy uses his first timeout.
Officials timeout.
We'll use this timeout to read a message from Coach Tyrone Tyler. He's in his first season at the helm of Hoover. Coach Tyler says thank you to all of those who supported our 9-lab challenge earlier this year, as well as everybody who donated to our shoe drive. There are several people he would like to thank on behalf of Hoover for the donations to the Hoover program. Mark Degner, Patrick Riley, Mark Crouch, Richard McConville, Marty Junius, Carolyn Whistler, Lance Henkel, Lori Doyle, Chad Milholland at Toyota of Des Moines, Darcy Dewey, Jill Dykstra, Julie Johnson and the iJag program, Rick Tronson, the official merchandiser of the Husky football team, Sean Kelly, Sean Smith-Jones, and Rhonda Leach. There's some more people that Tyler would like to thank, including Brian Stockstad and all of the alumni who have donated money, water, and meals. Emily Griggs at Glohemian Yoga. all of the Dowling and Ankeny parents who donated shoes to our shoe drive. I'm sure those parents are watching their own sons play football tonight. Corey Sandin for the arm sleeves donated to the players. Christina Lane, Stephanie Barrett for helping at camp. Faith and Tommy Tyler for each providing a Sunday dinner. Mark Clark for taking photos. Tobias Tyler and his photo crew who will be making some promotional videos from tonight's game. The Hoover program would also like to thank Steve Sickink and the FCA for our camp meals and assisting with camp. On behalf of Coach Tyler, his staff, and all of the players, we appreciate the support given from the Hoover football staff, alumni, and all involved. The support has been amazing. Go Huskies. North back out there on 3rd and 13. A passing play, a screen in the backfield, and it works. Nick Gorgon makes the catch, runs from the line of scrimmage all the way to the sticks. But the referees will give it a first down. Took the officiating crew a split second to make that decision. But it is indeed the first down for North tonight on the screen pass from Crispin to Gorgon. 1st and 10 on the 30. 4 minutes left to play in the first quarter. North trailing Hoover by 8. Crispin under center. Back in motion. He screens to the back on the right side this time. Devin Hilson, but he's brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Good open field tackle by Diamond Deepa right at the 30-yard line. Gain of 1 for North on the screen play. 2nd and 9 coming up for North. So North, after having some trouble with the running game, making a few errors, including a dropped pitch, they decide to go toward the passing game. Crispin still under center. The back right behind him is Tan Wynn, and he is awfully close, just about 1.5 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Eric Addy calls another timeout. Three minutes, 19 seconds left on the clock here in the first quarter. Hoover with an 8-point lead. This is the second drive of the season for Des Moines North. The first one sputtered out after just 3 plays.
Brian Stokestead and all of the alumni who have donated money, water, and meals to the team. Emily Griggs.
In this drive, the real success for North has come off the passing game, what little of it we've seen from sophomore quarterback Nick Crispin.
Donated to our players.
So 2nd and 9 for North from their own 31. Crispin right under center. Tan Wynn directly behind. 3 options to the right for North and a deep man to the left. The pitch is spiked into the ground. Wynn tries to chase it. Hard to tell who got there.
The pitch to Wynn was fumbled.
Deepa came up with it, but the officials rule that it will remain with North on the fumble. Crispin on the pitch just didn't quite get it high enough, and it bounced before it even hit the running back Wynn. 3rd and very long now for Des Moines North. 2 minutes, 40 seconds to play in the first quarter. Crispin under center. The quarterback takes the snap, hands off to a sweeping Nick Gorgon. Gorgon finds a little bit of room, but is tripped up after a gain of about 6. Good run from Nick Gorgon, who has been probably the best player on the North offense so far tonight. Unfortunately, though, not enough for North, and they'll be forced to punt for the second time tonight. The first punt from Willie Olds. He had to deal with a low snap from Alejandro Aleman. And because of that low snap, that allowed the Huskies defense to get quite in on Olds and tip the punt. This time, a good snap. Olds boots it away, a much better punt. Caught at the 40, and Banks spins around one tackle, but is immediately met by 3 other Huskies, including Doug Lee, who gets credit for the tackle. So the Huskies see their own side of the field for the first time tonight. A minute 40 left to go in the first quarter. Des Moines Hoover leads North 8-0 in a rivalry opening day matchup to start the 2020 season. Fisher in a shotgun set. Banks in the backfield. He had the first 15 yards gained by Hoover the last drive. See if they decide to rely on the run game again. No, Fisher drops back, looks to his left, long throw to the sideline, leaping, grab by Angel Lottie, and he's pushed out of bounds. Great catch by the senior. First target, first reception for Angel Lottie. Lottie had just 12 receptions last year, but he made the most of them, 115 yards and a touchdown. And this year, from what I understand, that Tyrone Tyler told me, Lottie is going to be one of the main men for Hoover this year. 1st and 10 for Hoover. They're on North territory again. A quick screen to the right side goes to Trez Robinson. Robinson has a hold down the sideline, stays on his feet. Robinson all the way to the end zone. Make it 2 touchdowns for Trez Robinson tonight. This one, a 44-yard run after a screen pass. 14-0, Hoover in the lead. And they'll try going for 2 again. Minute 18 to go in the quarter. Hoover going for 2. Fisher. Fisher in the shotgun set. Banks immediately to his right. 3 receivers on the left side of the line, 1 to the right. Fisher takes the snap, looks left. Now he'll run to the left. Fisher lobs it deep. Caught 2 feet down. The big man, Jeremiah Wilson, for 2. And Hoover extends their lead. 14-0 becomes 16-0. 1:11 to go, second quarter. And we'll be right back.
I'm Jimmy Chavez with the Jayhawk Sports Network. And if you would like to have the same historical experience in the same arena that KU, Mizzou, K-State, the Kansas City. Hi, I'm Jimmy Chavez with the Jayhawk Sports Network. And if you would like to have the same historical experience in the same arena that KU, Mizzou, K-State, the Kansas City Kings, Comets, and many other college and pro teams play at, including a Final Four, then Hy-Vee Arena, formerly Kemper Arena, is your place to host your next basketball, volleyball, wrestling, or anything that can be played on a hardwood floor. You could host your next practice, game, or tournament at Hy-Vee.
Welcome back. Hoover set to kick off, leading by 16 in the first quarter over intra-city rival Des Moines North. Fisher with a big boot right down the middle of the field. It's true. And Hilson catches it at the 10, tries to go around a couple defenders, but is met immediately after he crosses the 20-yard line. Call it a 12-yard return for Hilson, met by Deepa and Nichols. And North will get the start at about their own 21-yard line. 16-0 Hoover. Flags fly before the first North snap. And North should be headed back 5 yards here, I believe. No, rather a defensive penalty. So North will head up 5 yards. Offsides the call.
The penalty is against the Huskies. It'll be 1st and 5 at the Polar Bear 26.
So North starts with a 1st and 5 from their own 26-yard line. 48 seconds to play in the first quarter. Crispin right there gives the handoff to the big man, Ty Taylor. Taylor taken down after a couple of yards.
Number 44, Ty Taylor on the carry for North. He's tackled by number 55, Josh Foley.
Gain of 2 on the play. 2nd and 3 coming up for the Polar Bears. The running game for North has been what they relied on, not just this year so far, but all of last year as well. Crispin hands off to Gorgon. Gorgon slips through one tackle in the backfield, but is met with many more Huskies right at the line of scrimmage. Darrell Bailey will get credit for that one. Bailey, the leading man on the Hoover defensive line. He had 27.5 tackles last season, the most of anybody on that line. End of the first quarter, Hoover with a 16-point lead. And we'll be back after these few messages.
It's been defined as the continuous, everlasting void of living in a van. And if van life is calling you, then you should check out vandoit.com. Van Do It can be used as a primary vehicle with 7-passenger seating, convertible to a camper van, or anywhere in between. Go ahead, give our site and blog a gander. We assure you, it's going to make you say, you Van Do It. 816-944-2229. Or check us out at vandoit.com. Life. It's been defined as the continuous, everlasting void of living in a van. And if van life is calling you, then you should check out vandoit.com. Van Do It can be used as a primary vehicle with 7-passenger seating, convertible to a camper van, or anywhere in between. Go ahead, give our site and blog a gander. We assure you, it's going to make you say, you Van Do It. 816-944-2229. Or check us out at vandoit.com.
Welcome back to McGrain Stadium here in Des Moines. The North Polar Bears have 3rd and 1 at their own 30-yard line. Crispin hands it off. No, keeps it himself, pushes the line forward. It looks like North got enough. QB sneak for Nick Crispin gets the job done, and North has a first down. Now North tries to see Hoover territory for the first time tonight. Crispin has thrown the ball a couple of times, but it's mostly been screen passes for the sophomore quarterback. Other than that, handoffs and pitches, the name of the game for North. Crispin, though, drops back, met with pressure, and sacked. Crispin given no time to even compose himself. Josh Foley broke through the line and got the sack. 2nd and about 17. 11 minutes to play in the first half. Hoover leading North 16-0. North with even more of an uphill battle. Crispin under center. Tan Win the back immediately behind him. Instead, a pitch to Gorgon. Gorgon down the right side makes it back to the original line of scrimmage, it looks like, nearly. Gain of about 6 for Gorgon. Third down and 12.
Number 11, Diamond Deepa. Be third and about 12 for the Polar Bears.
Third and 12 for North at the 32-yard line. Call it actually the 31. Crispin under center. Same triple option flex bone formation for North. Crispin keeps it himself, runs through a little bit of a hole in the left side of the line, but not enough for Crispin to get through. And another fourth down awaits the Polar Bears, which means another punt for Willie Olds. Fourth and 8. Punt formation for Des Moines North. Gabe Banks back to receive at his own 33. Now inches forward toward the 35. Olds gets the snap. It's low. He still gets a boot off. Banks catches at the 35, spins around one tackle, backs it up, gets around, has a hole down the right side. Banks is through, crosses the 50, spins, and is brought down by his own man. Banks ran into the back of Cavion Brooks, who was doing a nice job of blocking, but just got their feet tangled up. Still a great return for Gabe Banks, who brings it in to Polar Bear territory. This is the third drive of the night for the Huskies and the second time that they've started across the 50-yard line. 9 minutes to play second quarter. Hoover leading 16-0 and looking to add on. The Hoover offense, after a few stumbles in their first series, has really cut through this North defense. See if that trend continues here. Fisher takes the snap, handoff to Diamond Deepa. He's brought down after a gain of about 2. Combining on the tackle, Nick Gorgon and Michael Galloway. 2nd and 8 after the short gain from the running back Deepa.
The ball is placed at about the 46-yard line. 2nd and about 8.
Hoover had some success running the football when it was Gabe Banks doing the carrying. He's been the real threat on the ground game. But Fisher and Trez Robinson have been the offensive link-up that's made the most damage for Hoover. 14 of their 16 points have come from Fisher to Robinson. Fisher in the shotgun, Robinson at the top of the screen, except he pitches to Deepa. Deepa spins, tries to spin around one tackle, but is brought down. Tan Win and Galloway combine on the tackle. Clock stops.
Official timeout on the field.
And we have another COVID break to allow for proper hydration. 3rd and 6 awaits Hoover from the Polar Bears' 45-yard line. The Huskies relying a little bit more on the ground game in this series, well, through the first 2 plays of this series anyway. But it would not surprise me at all to see Hoover go back to the air. Fisher, after a couple of early incompletions, has been lethal from that quarterback position. His experience really shining through tonight. Fisher, a 3-year starter for the Huskies. He's 2-0 as a starter against North, trying to make it 3-0. Last year against North at the Polar Bear Stadium, in fact, 16 for 24, 279 yards through the air, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions for the then junior quarterback. Fisher's sophomore year, 17 for 33 here at McGrain Stadium. 260 yards, 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions in the win over North 2 seasons ago. Fisher in the shotgun set, 3rd and 6 from the North 45. Takes the snap, rolls to the right. Fisher chased down, gets the throw off. Robinson makes the catch. Great pass by Fisher to just leave it in bounds. Robinson gets a couple of feet down at the 25. And it's another first down for Des Moines Hoover. That passing game is led very well by the senior quarterback, Jared Fisher. That's something that Tyrone Tyler told me on the phone. Getting here as a first-year head coach, it means so much to have an experienced and smart player like Jared Fisher at the helm of the offense. Tyler said they only had about a month to practice and set up this offense, but Fisher picked it up easily. Fisher in the shotgun set. Takes the snap, hands to Banks. Banks has a hole on the left side. Banks tripped up at very near the line to gain. Call it 9 yards for Gabe Banks, the shifty all-conference running back. Last season averaged 8 yards per carry on the ground for the Huskies with 8 rushing touchdowns. Tonight we've only seen Banks run about 3 times, but he's been very good every time he's gotten the football. 2nd and 3 for Hoover. Fisher takes the snap, hands to Banks again. Another hole on the left side. Banks breaks a couple tackles, spins around another. Banks to the end zone, touchdown!
That's number 4, Gabe Banks on the carry.
Gabe Banks gets his first rushing touchdown of the young season. Another 6 for Hoover as they lead North 22-0. Hoover will go for 2 again. Fisher in the backfield. Banks to the left. It's a pitch to Banks. Open left side of the field, and Banks cruises in.
Banks is in for the 2-point conversion.
24-0. Hoover with a commanding lead over North. 7 minutes, 16 seconds to play in the second quarter. Well, for North, it's been 3 possessions, a 3-and-out, and 3 punts in total. For Hoover, 3 possessions, 3 touchdowns, 3 2-point conversions. This Hoover offense is having no trouble at all cutting through the North defense.
Leading off for the Huskies is Fisher. Back to receive for the Polar Bears is Olds and Hilson.
Hoover 24, Des Moines North 0. Fisher to kick off. Fisher to kick off. A higher kick this time, a little bit shorter. And it's received by Hendo Schaff. Schaff running down the right sideline, still on his feet, but he steps out of bounds.
By number 10, Hendo Schaff.
Schaff makes it all the way from about the 20, 25 to the 43. It looks like the 42.
41-yard line.
Rather the 41.
We'll take over there. 1st and 10.
First down for North, their best field position of the night, as they start at their own 41-yard line. And if North gets a first down, it'll be their first taste of Husky territory tonight. Crispin under center. Wynn, the close back. Wynn gets the handoff. No, Crispin keeps it, runs into the defensive line after a gain of 1 or 2.
He takes it out to the North 43-yard line. Second down.
2nd and 8 coming up for North. On their first possession, Des Moines North punted after 3 plays. On possessions number 2 and 3, North was able to get a first down before sputtering out and being forced to punt. Meanwhile, the Hoover Huskies have found the goal line all 3 times their offense has been on the field. Crispin under center. The 5'9" sophomore quarterback takes the snap, pitches to the left side. Izzy Kalai was the one receiving the pitch, but he's brought down in the backfield.
He's tackled in the backfield by number 8, Caleb Nichols.
It was Caleb Nichols that broke into the backfield for his first tackle of the night. 3rd and 10 now for North, and you wonder if the Polar Bears might try the passing game, which got them the first down on their second drive of the night. The screen from Crispin to Nick Gorgon was a successful play, but that's really the only passing play we've seen North run. They've tried it twice. Crispin under center. Everybody tight to the line for North. Man in motion is Kalai. Crispin to throw downfield, way long, intercepted. Diamond Deepa with the leaping interception. And boy, are those Huskies excited for the turnover chain. First time of the season. Put the chain on Diamond Deepa. My goodness. Deepa had 1 interception last year, and he's got his first interception of the season within the first half.
Please start making your way down to the northeast corner of the track at the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. Once again, with 2 minutes remaining.
4 minutes, 46 seconds left to go in the first half. North trailing Hoover 24-0. The Hoover offense back out on the field after Crispin's first pass downfield is intercepted. Fisher in the shotgun set. Hoover running a spread offense. Wilson, the tight end, is deep, but it's a handoff to Banks. Banks runs into his blocker. He's still on his feet, though. Still going, and he's got room to run. Gabe Banks at the 40, the 30, the 20. Taken down, but from behind. Good open field tackle by Willie Olds, but my goodness. Gabe Banks did not quit on that play whatsoever. Ran into his own blockers, ran into about half the North team, and still stayed on his feet all the way down to the 15-yard line. What a play from Gabe Banks. First and 10 for Hoover at the North 15.
For our senior parents, when you do make your way down to the field, please check out the yellow poster. Your child's name will be along with a number, and then the cones that are wrapped around.
With the strange season this year, tonight is senior night for the 22 Des Moines Hoover seniors. A very experienced team, and Tyrone Tyler praised the leadership of the senior group, but he expressed a little bit of worry, too. He says, what's going to happen to my team next year after all those seniors leave? I've got a lot of holes to fill. But for now, the team that Tyler inherits is really a blessing, and they're showing it tonight with a 24-0 lead over the visiting North Polar Bears. 4 minutes, 5 seconds left to go in the first half. Hoover with a 1st and 10 from the North 15 after a monster run from Gabe Banks. Fisher in the backfield for Hoover. Fisher and Banks both all conference last year. They stand side by side. Fisher takes the snap. Looks the option play. Fisher still on his feet toward the end zone. Touchdown Hoover. Jared Fisher on the option play kept it himself. Ran it all 15 yards. 30-0. Hoover in the lead, and they'll go for two again. Two-point conversion. Fisher in the backfield. Banks right behind him. Fisher to throw. Rolls to his right. Fisher looking. There's open field in front of him. He might scramble. He does. Fisher converts the 2 points with his feet. So a rushing touchdown for Jared Fisher. Then a rushing 2-point conversion for the Hoover quarterback. And Hoover leads North 32-0 with 4 minutes to play in the second quarter. Hoover has had no trouble on offense or defense tonight. On the offensive side, they've seen 4 drives, and they've scored touchdowns on every single one of them. On the defensive side, they've forced 3 punts and made an interception, to the point that North has not seen Husky territory in this first half. 3 minutes, 57 seconds left to play in the half. Hoover with a commanding 32-0 advantage over Des Moines North. I think the Polar Bears saw this as an opportunity to break a 34-game losing streak, but I'm not sure how much of that hope still remains. Fisher to kick it off after rushing for a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. He spins this one, and it drops at the 30-yard line. It'll go out of bounds. And that will give North some good field position to start what may be their final drive of the first half. The illegal procedure penalty will put the ball on Hoover's own 35. Not quite their best field position of the night, but far from their worst. See if North can take advantage of the Hoover penalty on the kickoff. I should say we are just 3 points away, 3 Hoover points away from the running clock rule coming into effect.
3:45 on the clock. 3:45 on the clock.
Yeah, some clock issues are sorted out here at McGrain Stadium in Des Moines. Hoover leads North 32-0. Crispin under center, threw an interception last time out, but North is mostly stuck to the run game. And they'll go back to the run game this time. Hand up straight up the middle to Tan Nguyen. Dives forward for 2, maybe 3 yards. Call it 3. 2nd and 7 coming up for North.
The ball is placed right at the 38-yard line. 2nd and 7.
Crispin back under center, the sophomore quarterback. Sets a man in motion, then Crispin takes the snap, throws the screen to Gorgon. Gorgon gets past one tackle, tries to evade another as he tiptoes around the sideline and steps out of bounds. Gorgon has been a bright spot on this North offense, and right there he takes them into Husky territory for the first time tonight. First down for North. 3 minutes left in the first half. And the North offense, when it has worked, it's worked through Nick Gorgon. The senior stands in at 6'2", 190. Eric Addy described him as the Swiss Army knife of this offense. He said they can line him up anywhere. Crispin, under center, drops the ball. It's bouncing around, picked up by Malik South. And the turnover chain comes out again. This time on the head of senior birthday boy Malik South. We've seen some incredible play from this Des Moines Hoover defense tonight. All first stringers on this defense are seniors, And that senior leadership has shown in full force. Hoover's offense comes back onto the field at their own 46-yard line as they try to build up what might be an insurmountable lead. Fisher, the quarterback in the backfield, he's been stellar tonight after a rocky first drive. And the clock stops. Eric Addy will use another timeout. Hoover leads North 32-0 and will step aside. Back inside McGreen Stadium here in Des Moines, the Beaverdale neighborhood. Hoover, the home team, with a commanding 32-point advantage over North. 1st and 10 for Hoover on their own 46. The Huskies have had 4 drives tonight, and they've scored touchdowns and converted 2-point conversions on every single drive. Fisher, the star quarterback in the backfield, takes the shotgun snap. 7-step drop. Fisher, long throw to the sideline, caught by Angel Lottie. Over the line to gain, but flags fly in the backfield. And it's a hold on Hoover. So that will send the Husky offense back 10 yards after a really nice pitch and catch from Fisher to Lottie down the sideline.
The flag was thrown at the 40-yard line, so that 10-yard penalty takes it back to the 30.
Oh, my.
That'll make it 1st and about 25 for the Huskies.
The flag on the hold was thrown 5 yards in the backfield, and it's 10 yards from the spot of the foul. So that ends up being more like a 15-yard penalty for Hoover, as it's now 1st and 25. Fisher in the backfield, shotgun snap, quick screen to the left, bobbled but caught by Robinson, but he's met in the backfield and brought down. Michael Galloway, the person who finished the tackle for the North defense. Galloway has shown some of that mantra that Eric Addy told me about. North tries to be north side tough is what they call it, and Galloway has been strong on that defensive line for the Polar Bears tonight. But a 2-yard loss for Hoover makes it 2nd and 27. Two minutes left to go in the first half. Hoover with a commanding advantage over North. And Coach Tyrone Taylor takes his first time out of the half.
Once again, a reminder for our senior parents to start making their way down to the north.
And we'll step aside as well.
Make sure you check out that
I'm from Sioux Falls, South Dakota.
Carbondale, Illinois.
From Kansas City, Missouri.
We're from Omaha, Nebraska.
Kansas City.
California.
So what made you choose Woody's over all the other dealers out there? Do you think?
Definitely the price.
I have so many different vehicles on the lot.
No hassle.
No fees processed.
At wowwoodies.com.
At Klein, we rent vans, minivans, SUVs, pickup trucks. We rent for church trips, vacations, weddings, construction, business travel, luxury travel. KleinVan.com and wowwoodies.com for all your transportation needs.
One minute, 58 seconds left to go in the second quarter. Hoover with a 32-point lead over their crosstown rivals, Des Moines North. My name is Noel Wolf. It's a pleasure to have you with us on this beautiful cloudy night in Des Moines. Started off as a hot one, but now that the sun's starting to set, it's cooling off a little bit here in Des Moines. Fisher in the backfield for Hoover, 2nd and 27. Handoff goes to the fullback, Wilson. Wilson pushing himself through that tough defense, finally brought down. Gain of about 10 for Hoover, but it's still third and about half a mile. Looks like another timeout on the field. Addy, the head coach of Des Moines North, Eric Addy, calls his final timeout. Minute 35 to go. Second quarter. And we'll step aside.
It's been defined as the continuous, everlasting void of living in a van. And if van life is calling you, then you should check out vandoit.com. Van Do It can be used as a primary vehicle with 7-passenger seating, convertible to a camper van, or anywhere in between. Go ahead, give our site and blog a gander. We assure you, it's going to make you say, you Van Do It. 816-944-2229. Or check us out at vandoit.com.
Two timeouts called within 30 seconds of game time of each other, one by each sideline. This most recent one was the final timeout for Des Moines North head coach Eric Addy. Hoover with a 32-0 lead, facing 3rd and 18 on their own 37-yard line. Fisher in the backfield, takes the shotgun snap, looks deep, throws over the middle, and is caught by Angel Lottie. Lottie gets the first down on a beautiful throw from Jared Fisher. Fisher left it a little bit short, but it went over the hands of two separate North defenders and right into the grasp of Angel Lottie for the first down. Hoover, by the way, has yet to have a drive result in anything but a touchdown. 32-0 to score. This is Hoover's 5th drive of the night as they try for their 5th touchdown. Fisher in the shotgun, banks to his right. Fisher low snap, but he catches it. Looks down the left side. Wilson with a nice catch over the shoulder, and he's got room. Down at the 10-yard line. The tight end, Jeremiah Wilson, with a 10-yard carry earlier in the drive. This one about a 30-yard reception. First and goal from the 10. 20 seconds to go as Hoover tries to finish another drive with a touchdown. Fisher in the shotgun. Hoover running no huddle. 10 seconds to go. Fisher drops back, looks over the middle, faced with pressure. Fisher rolls to the left, and he's brought down.
Fisher taken down in the backfield.
Timeout called with 1 second left. Tyrone Tyler, quick with the timeout trigger. 1 second to go. Second and goal from the 18. My gut here is that Hoover plans to go for it and look for the end zone. 1 second on the game clock, so that's not really a factor. The ball will be snapped for one play, and the half will end after that play. Hoover with a 32-0 lead over the Polar Bears from Des Moines North. 1 second to go. It was 1st and goal from the 10 with about 20 seconds left. Fisher took some time in the backfield and eventually was sacked. Fisher in a deep shotgun. Banks to his left. 2nd and goal from the 18 as Hoover tries to cap another drive with a touchdown. Fisher with the shotgun snap. Looks to his right. Long for Trez Robinson. Intercepted. Tan Nguyen has it, running it back to the 20-yard line. That's not how Hoover wanted to end the half, but it might give North a little bit of momentum as they trail at the half by 32. Fisher, though, throws his first interception of the night. Flag on the play is declined, and both teams will head back to the locker room. At half, Hoover 32, North 0.
I'm Jimmy Chavez with the Jayhawk Sports Network, and if you would like to have the same historical experience in the same arena that KU, Mizzou, K-State, the Kansas City Kings, Comets, and many other college and pro teams play at, including a Final Four, then Hy-Vee Arena, formerly Kemper Arena, is your place to host your next basketball, volleyball, wrestling, or anything that can be played on a hardwood floor. You could host your next practice, game, or tournament at Hy-Vee Arena for as little as $6 per person. That's right, $6, anybody, anytime. We have all the amenities you need, from team rooms, locker rooms, food court, and team meeting space. That's right, we are open to anyone now. So check us out at HyVeeArena.com or call 816-505-0404 today to book your historical experience.
future plans include playing football and studying business. Gabe's words of wisdom is for the underclassmen to continue the work and build a legacy at Hoover. Congratulations, Gabe. Cavion Brooks. Cavion is the son of Latrosha Brooks. In addition to football, Cavion has participated in Husky basketball, baseball, and track and field. Cavion's favorite football memory is his kickoff return. His future plans include attending college and playing football. Cavion's words of wisdom: you're only as good as your line. Congratulations, Cavion. Diamond Ziva. Diamond is the son of Baylor Myers. In addition to football, Diamond has also participated in Husky track and field. Diamond's favorite football memory is getting his first varsity pick. Diamond's future plans include attending college and studying advertising and marketing. Diamond's words of wisdom: if you want to be good at something, you have to work harder than everybody else. Congratulations, Diamond. Jared Fisher. Jared is the son of Kyle and Dina Fisher. In addition to football, Jared has participated in Husky baseball, track and field, FCA, and US, and is the current senior board vice president. Jared's future favorite football memory is the Simpson team camp, going for 3 years and spending that night in the dorms with his teammates. Jared's future plans include going to college to major in business and accounting, with minors in kinesiology and faith religion, while trying to play both baseball and football. Jared's words of wisdom: take coaching as a sign of respect, because if a coach isn't getting on you, he doesn't care about you. Congratulations, Jared. Josh Foley. Josh is the son of Diane and Will Foley. In addition to football, Josh has also participated in Husky wrestling and rugby. Josh's favorite football memory is going out every Friday night and playing with his brothers. Josh's future plans include investing in real estate and purchasing his first home. Josh's words of wisdom: don't take every day for granted when playing sports in high school, because it goes by so fast. Congratulations, Josh. Ame Domo. Ame is the son of Susan Oso. In addition to football, Ame has also participated in Husky basketball. Ame's favorite football memory is being at practice with his friends. Ame's future plans include attending a community college. Ame's words of wisdom: go live your life. Congratulations, Ame. Rusty Kemp. Rusty is the son of Tanika Thompson and Rusty Kemp Sr. In addition to football, Rusty has also participated in Husky basketball. Rusty's favorite football memory is traveling on the bus with his teammates and hearing his name called when he makes tackles and plays. Rusty's future plans include attending a 4-year college. Rusty's words of wisdom: bend, but don't break. Congratulations, Rusty. CJ Kubalik. CJ is the son of Anna Ocasio and Randy Kubalik. In addition to football, CJ has also participated in Husky baseball, basketball, and track and field, and 3 years of Best Buddies as a buddy representative. CJ's favorite football memory is when he scored a touchdown his freshman year. CJ plans to attend the 4+ program. CJ and his parents would also like to thank the Hoover community for all of their support for special needs students. Congratulations, CJ. Angel Lottie. Angel is the son of Victoria Lottie, Keisha Lottie, and Trina Tolson. In addition to football, Angel has also participated in Husky track and field, baseball, and wrestling. Angel's favorite football memory was the game against North his sophomore year. Angel's future plans include playing football. His words of wisdom: stay on the right path. Congratulations, Angel. Tyson Liu. Tyson is the son of Hong Wan and Tang Liu. In addition to football, Tyson has participated in Husky track and field. Tyson's favorite football memory is playing with his team. Tyson's future plans include attending college and playing football. His words of wisdom: I never lose. I either win or I learn. Congratulations, Tyson. Donald Murray. Donald is the son of Angel and Donald Murray Jr. In addition to football, Donald has participated in Husky basketball. Donald's future plans included joining the Air Force and hopefully getting the opportunity to play football at the next level. Congratulations, Donald. Caleb Nichols. Caleb is the son of Renee Nichols. In addition to football, Caleb has also participated in Husky track, National Honor Society, Movement 515, Science Bound, Upward Bound, and he's on the 2021 class president. three colleges, FAMU, Penn State, or ISU, and starting a nonprofit organization to benefit and support black males. Caleb's words of wisdom: stand for something or fall for nothing. Congratulations, Caleb. Terrence Packer. Terrence is the son of Emmeline and Brian Jones. In addition to football, Terrence has also participated in Husky wrestling. Terrence's future plans include attending the apprenticeship program and building his career from there. Terrence's words of wisdom: stay humble and work hard. Congratulations, Terrence. Alexander Ramirez. Alexander is the son of Linda and Aaron Ramirez. In addition to football, Alex has also participated in Husky baseball and track and field. Alex's favorite football memory is returning an interception for a touchdown during his sophomore year and solidifying the JV's first win in years. Alex's future plans are undetermined at this time. His words of wisdom: high school's like toilet paper. You only miss it when it's gone. Congratulations, Alex. DeAntrez Robinson. Trez is the son of Deshauna Ship and Earl Robinson. In addition to football, DeAntrez has also participated in Husky baseball. His favorite football memory was his last year's performance with 667 yards and 6 touchdowns. Trez's future plans include playing college football and getting a degree. DeAntrez's words of wisdom: giving up is easy. Trust me, at the end, it's all going to pay off. Congratulations, Trez. Ahmed Shamila. Ahmed is the son of Hussein Shamila and Madonna Ogana. In addition to football, Ahmed has also participated in Husky track and field. Ahmed's favorite football memory is finally being able to get the team together this year. Ahmed's future plans include attending a 4-year college and continuing to play football. Ahmed's words of wisdom: there's no I in team. Congratulations, Ahmed. Up next is birthday boy Malik Stout. Malik is the brother of Messiah Stout and Tabitha Sandberg. In addition to football, Malik has also participated in Husky track and field and has been on the IJEG board. Malik's favorite football memory was the Waterloo West game. Malik's future plans include going to college to get a business degree. His words of wisdom: when in doubt, eat your way out. Congratulations, birthday boy. Tiaris Thompson. Tiaris is the son of Tamika and Joe Thompson. Tiaris' favorite football memory is sacking the quarterback. Tiaris' future plans include attending a trade school. Tiaris' words of wisdom: have a clear mind at practice so you can focus. Congratulations, Tiaris. Israel Tracy. Israel is the son of Tracy and Makisha Petty. Israel Tracy and Makisha Petty. In addition to football, Israel has also participated in Husky track and field. Israel's favorite football memory is being a part of the team. His future plans include going to college to get money and make millions. Israel's words of wisdom: if you obey all the rules, you miss all the fun. Congratulations, Israel. Brian Urbina Jimenez is the son of Dylanina Jimenez. In addition to football, Brian has also participated in Husky soccer and bowling. Brian's future plans include becoming a real estate agent. Brian's word of wisdom: don't be afraid of being short. Congratulations, Brian. And our last football player senior is Jeremiah Wilson. Jeremiah is the son of Janika Tracy. In addition to football, Jeremiah has also participated in Husky basketball. Jeremiah's favorite football memory is starting his first game. Jeremiah's future plans include going to college for sports and business. Jeremiah's words of wisdom: work hard and never give up. Congratulations, Jeremiah. And now for our senior band members. Our first band member is Bryce Bone. Bryce is the son of Victoria and Kevin Bone. In addition to marching, concert, and jazz band, Bryce has also participated in National Honor Society and Sax Quartet. Bryce's favorite memory is performing at the State Marching Band Festival. Bryce's future plans include attending Iowa State to study engineering. Congratulations, Bryce. Claire Gordon. Claire is the daughter of Richard and Kendra Gordon. In addition to marching, concert, and jazz band, Claire has also participated in National Honor Society. Claire's favorite band memory is attending the State Marching Band Festival. Claire's future plans include studying to be a physical therapist assistant at Mercy College of Health and Sciences. Claire's words of wisdom: don't put off tomorrow what you can do today. Congratulations, Claire. Ashton Hovick. Ashton is the son of Jason Hovick. Ashton's favorite band memory was the band trip they took to Florida. Ashton's future plans include going to college. Ashton's words of wisdom: low on the small end. Congratulations, Ashton. Cynthia Rennis. Cynthia is the daughter of Shelley and Josh Rennis. In addition to marching, concert, jazz, solo, and ensemble bands, Cynthia also participated in Husky basketball, volleyball, soccer, and newspaper. Cynthia's favorite band memory includes making it to the state marching band festival. Cynthia's future plans include majoring in secondary education and English with a minor in psychology and hopefully continuing to play sports. Cynthia's words of wisdom: be yourself and keep your head up. Also, don't forget to smile. You can change the way someone's day is going with a single smile. Congratulations, Cynthia. Melissa Pardock. Melissa is the daughter of Dan Pardock and Diana and Andy Lumadou. In addition to marching band, Melissa has also participated in Husky swimming, soccer, newspaper, which she's the editor-in-chief for 2 years, drama, IHSSA, and a drum major. Melissa's favorite band memory is making it to the state marching festival last season for the first time in 15 years. Melissa's future plans include attending Gustavus Adolphus College to major in political science, and then on to law school where she hopes to become a lobbyist. Melissa's words of wisdom: never, ever even mention glitter if Mr. Rowley's nearby. Congratulations, Melissa. Tyler Sparks. Tyler is the son of J.D. Smith and Linda Sims. In addition to marching band, Tyler has also participated in Husky concert and jazz band. Tyler's favorite band memory is playing at Nos for jazz band. Tyler's future plans include pursuing a career in musical and video game production. Tyler's words of wisdom: stay in school, kids. Congratulations, Ty. Ella Winter. Ella is the daughter of Heather and James Winter. In addition to marching band, Ella has also participated in Husky basketball. Ella's favorite band memory is when the Hoover band wrapped all of Mr. Rowley's stuff as a joke for Christmas break last year. Ella's future plans include working in the publishing industry. Ella's words of wisdom: you're not the opinion of someone who doesn't know you. Congratulations, Ella. And congratulations to our senior band members. Cheerleaders! Arlana Beecham is the daughter of Michelle Burrell. In addition to cheerleading, she has participated in Husky volleyball and spirit crew. Arlana's favorite cheerleading memory is when they cheered at an out-of-town game and the other school students' cheer section cheered along with them. Arlana's future plans include attending DMAC for 2 years and then transferring to a university. Her words of wisdom: cheerleading is considered a sport. Congratulations, Arlana. Amber Hagler. Amber is the daughter of Becky Hewitt and Gary Hagler. In addition to cheerleading, Amber has also participated in Husky tennis, senior board treasurer, Movement 515, National Honor Society staff, National Honor Society newspaper staff, and yearbook staff, and editor. Amber's favorite cheerleading memory is dancing on the sidelines to stay warm on super cold nights. Amber's future plans include attending college and majoring in graphic design or architecture. Amber's words of wisdom: live in the moment, and don't be afraid of taking risks. Congratulations, Amber. Juliana Munoz. Juliana is the daughter of John and Victoria Munoz. In addition to cheerleading, Juliana has also participated in Husky drama, the thespian board, band, student council, dance team, pep club, spirit crew, and best buddies. Juliana's favorite cheer memory was when she was a flyer for the first time at a cheer clinic and screamed bloody murder while being thrown in the air, therefore leading her to the future of being a side face. Juliana's future plans include attending the University of Iowa to study communications and mass media. Juliana's words of wisdom: cherish your time in high school because you never know when a worldwide pandemic might happen and ruin it. Congratulations, Juliana. Please give a round of applause for all of the 2021 seniors. Seniors, make us proud, and congratulations to the class of 2021.
it's been defined as the continuous, everlasting void of living in a van. And if van life is calling you, then you should check out vandoit.com. Van Do It can be used as a primary vehicle with 7-passenger seating, convertible to a camper van, or anywhere in between. Go ahead, give our site and blog a gander. We assure you, it's going to make you say, you Van Do It. 816-944-2229. Or check us out at vandoit.com. Life, it's been defined as the continuous, everlasting void of living in a van. And if van life is calling you, then you should check out vandoit.com. Van Do It can be used as a primary vehicle with 7-passenger seating, convertible to a camper van, or anywhere in between. Go ahead, give our site and blog a gander. We assure you, it's going to make you say, you Van Do It. 816-944-2229. Or check us out at vandoit.com.
Welcome back to McGrain Stadium here in Des Moines. The home Hoover Huskies lead at halftime over the visiting North Polar Bears, 32-0, as we're just about set to start the third quarter. It was a very smooth start to things for Des Moines Hoover. They had 5 possessions. Their first 4, they scored touchdowns and 3-point conversions each time. But on their 5th possession, it ended in an interception from Jared Fisher to Tan Wynn.
North will be kicking off to Hoover.
Hoover deferred when they won the toss in the first half, they kicked off, and so North will kick off to get things started. In the second half, North trailing Hoover 32-0. As a reminder of the IHSAA rules, with 3 more points scored by Hoover, the clock will just run. It will not stop for anything besides points, timeouts, and injuries, as well as scores. And we are away in the second half. A big kick from Willie Olds, and it's muffed at the 10, but picked right back up by Angel Lottie. Lottie breaks down the sideline, but is quickly caught up to by the special teams unit. Aaron Gok-Aaron was one of the 2 to make the tackle for Des Moines North. And Hoover will begin the second half at the 23-yard line. Clock will stop for an injury. One of the Huskies is down on the field. Josh Foley, lying on his back at the 25-yard line, as the trainer, Ashley Paget, is out there. I didn't catch exactly what happened, but Foley still down. Now he sits back up. Foley, one of the leaders of this Hoover defense, the middle linebacker for Hoover. He comes off favoring his right leg and holding his left one. Best wishes to Josh Foley. Hope that he's able to feel better and maybe get back into this game. Hoover leads North 32-0 at the beginning of the second half. Hoover starts with the ball, and if this drive ends the same way that their first 4 drives ended, we'll have a running clock here inside McGrain Stadium. Fisher, the quarterback in the shotgun set, running this spread offense. Hands it off to Banks. Banks through the middle, but stuffed immediately. Looked like Nick Gorgon was the one to make the tackle.
On the run for the Huskies. He's tackled by number 57, Galloway.
Galloway in there as well. For North, call it a gain of 1.
Second and about 9.
Second and 9 coming up for Des Moines Hoover. Gabe Banks had a long touchdown run in that first half. Banks also scored on a 2-point conversion. Fisher in the shotgun set. Banks to his right. Another back to his left. 2 receivers spread out left as Fisher takes the snap. Hands off again. Banks tripped up one more time, and he seems frustrated as he bangs his helmet against the turf. Another gain of 1 for Gabe Banks. 3rd and 8 coming up for Hoover.
44, Taylor for the Polar Bears.
Ty Taylor comes up with the tackle for North.
25-yard line.
Fisher, the quarterback for Hoover, had 3 touchdowns in the first half, 2 with his arm and 1 with his legs. Fisher to take the snap. 7-step drop for Fisher, throws over the middle, caught, and Lottie is able to break a tackle and get across the line to gain. It's a first down for Des Moines Hoover. Hoover with a 32-0 lead. 10 minutes to go, third quarter. The Huskies have had success with the run game and the pass game, but it's been Fisher's arm that's really the star of the show tonight. Fisher hands to Banks. Banks with a hole in the middle of the field. Wrapped up, but he gets around to tackle. But the rest of the North defense is quick to take him down after he squirted outside of a tackle.
Tackled by number 8, LaFleur, along with number 4, Wynn.
Tan Wynn on the tackle for North. Gain of about 4 for Hoover.
Second down for the Huskies at their own 41-yard line.
2nd and 6 for Hoover at their own 41. Fisher in the shotgun, flanked by 2 running backs. Jump at the line of scrimmage, and the flags fly. It'll be offside on the defense.
That 5-yard penalty puts the ball at the
Hoover moves up 5 yards. 2nd and 1 coming up for the Huskies, leading North by 32. 2nd and 1 from their own 46. Fisher in the shotgun. Takes the long snap. 3-step drop. Evades some trouble. Now runs down the middle. Breaks a tackle, and Fisher's free down the left sideline. Fisher steps out of bounds at about the 45. Good scramble from Jared Fisher. He's been good with his arm and good with his decision-making tonight for Hoover. There have been a couple of designed run plays for Fisher, but most of the time it's him scrambling away. And that has worked well for Jared Fisher.
Timeout Huskies.
Hoover takes a timeout early on. The Huskies lead North 32-0. 8.5 minutes to go. It'll be first down after this timeout. Tyrone Tyler has to be pleased with what he's seen from his team so far. A 32-point lead at the half for Hoover. No points allowed on defense. Hoover winning the turnover game 2-1. An interception and a fumble recovery by the Hoover defense. 1 interception thrown by Jared Fisher, who has otherwise been spectacular. at the helm of the Hoover offense. First and 10 now for Hoover. At the North 44-yard line. Hoover has gotten into North territory on every single drive so far. They've broken the red zone every time as well. Fisher in the shotgun set. Movement on the line again. And it's on the defense again. North just missed timing the snap counts.
Offsides is called against North. That'll result in a
The second offside penalty of this drive against North. That North defense has had enough trouble without the self-inflicted wounds of penalties. First and 5 now for Hoover. Fisher in the shotgun. Hands to Banks. Through the line on the left side. Banks tried to break some tackles, but no dice. Taken down after a gain of about 2. Second and 3 coming up for Hoover. Inside the 40-yard line of North now.
makes it down to the 37-yard line for second down.
Eight minutes to go in the third quarter. This is the first drive of the half. Fisher in the shotgun. Banks to his right. 2 receiving options on each side. Fisher will throw. Over the middle. Deep for Robinson. Too deep.
The pass for Robinson is overthrown.
That'll bring up third and short for Hoover. I mentioned this earlier in the broadcast. Jared Fisher, the starting quarterback for Hoover, is 2-0 in his career against North, but has just one other win as a starting quarterback. Despite that, in the 2018 season when Hoover went just 1-8, Fisher slinged the ball for 2,600 yards, which is in the top 60 in the Iowa State record books. Fisher in the shotgun. Third down and 3. Fisher, a short slant route to Lottie. He dropped it.
The pass intended for Lottie falls incomplete.
Fourth down and 3.
Number 11, Kalai on the
It's definitely 4-down territory for Hoover,
3 for the Huskies from the North 37-yard
although they are nursing a very large lead. They don't need to go for it by any means, but it looks like they will. Just a weird place to punt from, that's for sure. So Tyler will put the ball in the hands of Jared Fisher to try to get 3 more yards. Fisher in the shotgun. 4th and 3 for Hoover. North looking for their second stop on defense in a row. Fisher curling out to the right. Throws it on the run. Robinson incomplete. Pass interference flags fly. Just a little bit too early on the defensive coverage from M.A. Mukiza. Robinson had a good beat on the ball. And Mukiza was in good coverage too. Just left his feet a little bit early. Didn't get his hands on the ball. 7.5 minutes to go, second quarter. As Hoover, or rather third quarter.
The penalty places the ball at the 23-yard line. First and 10, Huskies.
Hoover has a first down from the 23-yard line after the penalty. Fisher in the shotgun set. Banks on his left. Trips receivers out to the right. Lone man up top. Fisher takes the snap. Quick screen to the right for Angel Lottie. Lottie breaks a tackle in the backfield. Tries to break another, but is brought down. 2 flags thrown. Lottie looking for the face mask call. It is a face mask on the defense. And that will move Hoover up some more. Just a 5-yard face mask. So it'll be 1st and 5. For Hoover. Same formation for the Huskies, but with 2 receivers on each side rather than trips to one side. Fisher takes the snap, designed run play for the quarterback as he waits for the blocking to emerge from in front of him. But the hole didn't really open up, and Fisher's brought down just a couple of yards in front of the line of scrimmage.
2nd down for the Huskies.
Gain of 1. Call it 2nd and 4 from the North 18-yard line, and the Huskies are in the red zone again. North came up with a defensive stop at the end of the first half. An interception right on the goal line by Tan Nguyen. North will look for their 2nd stop in a row after Hoover scored on their first 4 drives of the night. Flags fly before the snap, and Tyler called timeout, head coach Tyrone Tyler of Des Moines Hoover. 2nd timeout of the young half already for the first-year head coach, and we'll step aside. Hoover with a 32-point lead over North. Hoover with a 32-point lead over North. They've drained about 5.5 minutes of clock here in the second half. 2nd down and 4 after the Tyrone Tyler timeout. It's a little bit of a mouthful, isn't it? Fisher in the shotgun set. Trips receivers on the left. Fisher drops the snap, gets it off quickly anyway, and Alexander Ramirez dropped the ball on the screen. A little bit of a late hit afterwards. No flag. Luckily, everybody's okay after sort of a tangling of bodies. 3rd and 4 coming up for Hoover from the North 18-yard line. This is the 2nd time Hoover has faced a 3rd down on this drive. North stopped them the first time, and Hoover converted after a penalty on 4th down. Fisher in the shotgun, Banks to the right, trips receivers down toward the bottom of your screen. Fisher rolling to the right, option play. Banks drops it. The ball's on the ground. Banks picks it up.
Fisher's pitch to Banks is fumbled, but recovered by the Huskies.
Gabe Banks able to fall on the football, but it will be a loss of yardage. Brings up about 4th and 9. And I'm sure Hoover is going to go for it again.
Say 4th and about 9 for the Huskies from the North 22.
Ball on the 22-yard line of North. Hoover facing 4th and 9. Fisher in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right, and Banks in the backfield with Fisher. Shotgun snap, Fisher with the drop, rolling to his left, pointing where he wants his receivers to go, throws over the middle long for Trez Robinson, who nearly pulled it out of the air. And that'll be the 2nd straight defensive stop for Des Moines North. North with an interception in the first half to end the first half, and to start the second, Des Moines North defense forces a turnover on downs. So the score remains 32-0, Hoover in the lead. We'll see if the Des Moines North offense can ride some of the momentum the defense has started to create. North has only been in Hoover territory one time in that first half. We'll see what sort of halftime adjustments head coach Eric Addy made to the offensive game plan. Crispin under center. Two backs in the backfield, one in motion. Crispin takes it himself, trying to bounce off the left tackle. Gains 2 or 3 yards maybe. Call it a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7 coming up.
Ball is placed at the 26-yard line. 2nd down, Polar Bears.
Some bright spots for North in the first half included Tan Wynn on the defensive side, and on offense, Nick Gorgon was really the main man. Crispin with the screen pass in the backfield to Hilson.
The pass is complete to number 22,
Hilson, another 2 yards maybe, as North inches their way toward the line to gain.
28-yard line. 3rd down for the Polar Bears.
Gain of 2 for North. 3rd and about 5 coming up for Des Moines North. It's been a long night on offense for the Polar Bears, as they have struggled to make any sort of gains against a very tough Hoover D. Crispin takes the snap, keeps it himself, option play, pitches outside to Wynn. Wynn has a hole down the sideline and finds the line to gain. 1st down, Des Moines North. Good decision making on the option play by Nick Crispin, and some very quick running by Tan Wynn. 32-0, the score in favor of Des Moines Hoover. 4 minutes to go, first half, or rather, 4 minutes to go, third quarter. My apologies. And it's another official timeout in accordance with IHSAA COVID-19 guidelines to try to keep everybody safe and healthy this football season. That's definitely the number one priority of the state's governing body on high school sports, is safety and health for all the athletes and everyone else involved. They've mandated some limitations to spectator seating, and the host school tonight, Des Moines Hoover, has done a great job of really making clear the different modifications. They put blue tape on every seat that's available, and they marked off every other row to say those are unavailable. Social distancing requirements all throughout the stadium, the bathrooms, the concession stands. Everybody's doing their part to try to play football in the most safe manner this season, despite this virus which has uprooted many parts of normal American society. Football, high school football, persists. Four minutes left, third quarter. North battling against a 32-point deficit. 1st and 10 for the Polar Bears at their own 37. Crispin under center, takes the snap, drops back to pass. Crispin looking over the middle, throws short, or maybe too long. If it was intended for Kalai, it was a little bit too tall. If they were looking for Gorgon, not quite long enough. Sort of right between the two. 2nd and 10 coming up now for Crispin and the Polar Bears. Nick Crispin has not attempted very many forward passes tonight. We've seen him run the option play. We've seen him throw some screens to varying levels of success. But the over-the-middle drop-back pass has not been his MO tonight. Here he keeps it on the option, pitches outside to Hilson. Hilson has some room to run down that right sideline, gains about 8. Third down and 2 coming up for North as they inch closer to Husky territory. If they do make it across the 50, that would just be the second time tonight that they've done so. This ground and pound offense from Eric Addy is very old school. the way that he's decided to run this flex bone triple option. Crispin, handoff right down the middle to the big man, Ty Taylor. He breaks a tackle, and another. He's still on his feet as he's finally brought down at the 35-yard line. Ty Taylor, the fullback for Des Moines North. A little slow to get up, but he's up. Big play from the big man Taylor, 5'10", 255. Just a sophomore for North. But he really bullied his way through that line and brought the Polar Bears into Husky territory. 1st and 10 from the Hoover 35. Crispin under center, Wynn about 1.5 yards behind him. Crispin, the 5'9" sophomore, takes the snap, pitches outside to Hilson. Hilson on the jet sweep down the sideline. Pushed out of bounds, no, brought down just about 2 yards before the line to gain. That jet sweep has worked well for Des Moines North, especially when it's Devin Hilson doing the carrying. He's had 2 runs of about 7 to 8 yards on this drive. 2nd and 2 now for Des Moines North. Inside the Husky 30 for the first time tonight. Crispin under center. Wynn right behind him. Tight formation for North as we've seen all night. Crispin fakes the jet sweep. Reverse handoff instead, or counter. And that'll be enough for the first down.
44 Taylor on the carry for North.
The big man Taylor again on the carry.
For the Polar Bears at the Husky 22.
And North nearing the red zone. Looking for their first points of the 2020 season here in the second half. They trail Hoover 32-0. Crispin under center. One man in the backfield in motion. They pitch outside to Kalai. Kalai has a hole down the middle. Izzy Kalai down inside the 5.
Number 11, Israel Kalai on the carry.
First and goal coming up for North. An explosive play from Izzy Kalai. Almost looked like it broke down before Crispin was able to pitch it to him. And Kalai just found the hole in the middle of the field. Timeout now, Hoover. And this is the first real adversity that the Hoover defense has faced tonight, and I'm sure that Tyrone Taylor is not happy about it. Or excuse me, Tyrone Tyler, the head coach for Des Moines Hoover. 50 seconds to go, third quarter. Tyler takes his final timeout of the half, and we'll be right back.
I'm from Sioux Falls, South Dakota.
Carbondale, Illinois.
From Kansas City, Missouri.
We're from Omaha, Nebraska.
Kansas City.
California.
So what made you choose Woody's over all the other dealers out there? Do you think?
Definitely the price.
I have so many different vehicles, a lot.
No hassle. No fees processed.
At wowwoodies.com. At Klein, we rent vans, minivans, SUVs, pickup trucks. We rent for church trips, vacations, weddings, construction, business travel, luxury travel. KleinVan.com and wowwoodies.com for all your transportation needs.
North, just their second time in Hoover territory tonight. Their first time in the red zone, their first time inside the 5 as they try to break the goose egg on the scoreboard. Under center is Nick Crispin. Takes the snap, takes it himself, pushing his way through the middle of the line. Is it enough? Touchdown North! Nick Crispin with a 3-yard scamper over the line with just 40 seconds to play in the third quarter. North has broken the seal. The Polar Bears break the ice on the 2020 season. North will be going for 2. Crispin in the backfield, another tight formation on that triple flex bone. Crispin, the option play outside to Hilson. Hilson runs into some trouble and is brought down before the goal line. 2-point conversion, no good.
That means the 2-point conversion is no good.
Nevertheless, though, North scores their first touchdown of the night. They trail Hoover 32-6. North with some competent plays on that one, mostly through the rushing game on jet sweeps to players like Nick Gorgon, Izzy Kalai, and Tan Nguyen, as well as Devin Hilson. Also a big play from their fullback Ty Taylor to bring them inside Husky territory. But finally, North seems to have unlocked a little bit of that Husky defense as they get on the scoreboard tonight. Hoover 32, North 6. 40 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Willie Olds to kick it off. Get a very good kickoff to open this half as the ball falls off the tee. There we go, good as new. Willie Olds ready to kick things off to Hoover. Big left-footed kick, line drive, caught at the 10. Lottie with it down the right sideline. And a good open field tackle by North's number 5. A little bit of drawing between the two teams, it seems like, in this intra-city matchup.
Lottie makes it out just shy of the 25-yard line. That's where the Huskies will take over, 1st and 10.
The clock has expired on the third quarter. The referees conferring exactly what to do. They place the ball, signal first down, and I guess the quarter will end with this first down play. Fisher in the shotgun. The senior quarterback hands it off to Banks. Banks met at the line, but he keeps fighting, spins around, and some North reinforcements arrive to bring him down just a couple yards in front of the line of scrimmage. Gain of 1 for Gabe Banks to end the third quarter.
That brings us to the end of the third quarter with your Huskies leading North 32.
Third quarter officially over here at McGrain Stadium in Des Moines. Hoover leads the visiting North Polar Bears 32-6. We'll be right back. Fourth quarter just about to begin here in Des Moines. The Hoover Huskies visiting Des Moines North 32-6. North, the last team to score with just about a minute left in the third quarter. Each team had one possession in the third. Fisher, flag flies in the backfield. Fisher makes a nice bullet throw to the sideline.
Pass to Nichols is complete. However, there is a flag on the play.
Caught by Nichols.
Call it holding against the Huskies.
And it looks like the Huskies will be moving backwards after a 10-yard holding penalty. That is indeed the call.
It is a holding call against the Huskies. Flag is thrown at the 20-yard line.
They enforce it from the 20. That will that'll put Hoover at their own 10-yard line for second and nearly 25. Looks like 24. Fourth quarter just beginning here at McGrain Stadium in Beaverdale. Fisher in the shotgun set. And flag flies again as the play clock expires. Delay of game will send Hoover 5 yards closer to the goal line. Second and 30 now. Fisher from his own 5-yard line in the shotgun, throwing out of his end zone. Fisher over the middle. Robinson makes the catch in the open field. Robinson down the sideline. Doesn't stay on his feet, but what a play from Fisher to Robinson. That's been quite the connection tonight. 2 touchdowns have come on that connection. And a throw from Fisher's own end zone finds Robinson about 20 yards upfield. And Robinson runs about another 15. Brilliant connection from senior to senior. And Hoover has a first down after second and 30. Fisher in the shotgun for Hoover, leading 32-6. Handoff goes to Banks. Banks cuts down the sideline, breaks a couple tackles, has some room. Another evasion by Gabe Banks. Boy, he's quick with those feet. Steps out of bounds, but not before gaining more than enough yardage for the first down and getting Hoover into Polar Bear territory. Hoover's last 2 drives have ended with turnovers, an interception to end the first half, and a turnover on downs, as was their one possession last quarter. Fisher in the shotgun set. A running back behind him is Banks. Gives it to Banks. Banks tripped up toward the line of scrimmage. Is able to stumble his way forward for about 5.
Number 4, Banks, is tackled by number 54, Suron Brown.
Second and 5 coming up for Hoover. 10 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. Hoover leads North 32-6. Thanks to 3 touchdowns from Jared Fisher, 2 passing and 1 with his legs. A rushing touchdown from Gabe Banks, and the 2 touchdowns from Fisher have been thrown to Robinson. The handoff here goes to Banks. Banks has room up the middle, finally brought down, but another first down. Hoover has been reliant on the run tonight, or rather, I meant to say the pass tonight, but this drive has been controlled by the run game after, of course, about a 40-yard pass from Fisher to Robinson to get them out of their own end zone. First down, Hoover inside the 25-yard line of North. Hoover knocking on the door again. They've been held scoreless in their last 2 drives, but they look tough to stop on this one. Fisher takes the snap, hands to Banks. Banks breaks through, hits off his own blocker, backs up, and is tackled. Devin Harper brought him down. Gain of about 2. Second down, 8 yards to go for Hoover.
Second down, Huskies.
Banks comes to the sideline, replaced by Alejandro Pena. Pena, the smaller back, at just 5'9". Fisher in the shotgun set. Takes the snap, hands it off. Diamond Deepa breaks through the left side. Deepa down the sideline. Can't stay in bounds. Thrown out of bounds by Devin Hilson. Flag flew about 10 yards in front of the line of scrimmage. Unclear what the penalty is. If the spot stands, Hoover has a first down and goal, but it's a hold on Hoover, and that will send them back 10 yards from the spot of the foul. Ball placed on the 26. Second and 13.
Second and 13 for the Huskies.
Good run by Diamond Deepa, the senior running back. Deepa still in there. Would not be surprised at all to see Fisher just hand the ball to him again. One receiver on the near sideline, two to the right of Fisher. Fisher drops back to pass, looks over the middle, finds pressure, evades it. Points to where he wants to go. Over the middle, touchdown Hoover!
Fisher's pass is complete, touchdown Huskies!
Fisher finds Alexander Ramirez. A broken play for Hoover turns into a bullet of a touchdown. Fisher's up to 3 with his arm and 1 with his legs tonight.
Touchdown number 8, Caleb Nichols.
What a start to the what a start to the season for the senior quarterback in his 3rd year running the offense for Des Moines Hoover. Eight minutes, 15 seconds left to play in the 4th quarter. And Hoover will go for 2 again. Fisher in the shotgun set. Banks, the back behind him. Fisher hands to Banks. Looks for the hole on the left side. Finds it easily. Prances into the end zone for the 2-point conversion.
On the carry. That's a successful 2-point conversion for the Huskies. With 8:15 remaining in the game, your Huskies 40, North Polar Bears 6.
Hoover 40, Des Moines North 6. 34-point differential, not quite enough for the running clock. As North gets the ball back with about 8 minutes to play in the contest. Hoover 40, North 6. As Des Moines Hoover looks poised to start off the Tyrone Tyler era with a win. It's an uncertain football season. The future of the season hangs in the balance of whether or not Des Moines public school system starts fully online or not. Both the Education Association and the Iowa High School Athletic Association have said that if schools start fully online, they should not have any activities, which includes intra-school athletics. Des Moines Public Schools does not start until September 8th, and they're currently fighting in the court system to try to see if they can start fully online. For Hoover, that would mean if they do start fully online, their season ends after tonight, as their next game doesn't happen until the 11th of September at Winterset. But if the public school system is in person and Des Moines schools are able to play, Hoover will have some momentum after a great game tonight. 40-6, the Hoover advantage. Jared Fisher, the star quarterback who has been stellar tonight, will kick it off for the Huskies. Line drive kick, end over end. Caught by Hilson. Hilson running down the right hash, breaks a couple tackles, trying to find a hole down the left. Hilson across the 35 and brought down. Flag flies way in the backfield near the original site of the kickoff. Looked like a scrum between Devin Harper of North and one of the Hoover players. Way downfield, way far away from the action. The referees will confer. Illegal block in the back on Hoover, or rather on North, excuse me. Way downfield. It will send North back 5 yards, or rather 10, excuse me. North had some very good field position. That field position now is just okay. They start on their own 26-yard line, trailing Hoover by 34. Crispin under center as he has been all night, looking to throw downfield. Down the left sideline and incomplete. Crispin just didn't quite get the ball close enough to the receiver running down the left sideline. Crispin put it more in the middle of the field. Was a little bit of hand-to-hand combat out there, but nothing worth flying a flag for. As Izzy Kalai did not quite come near that one, or rather, Crispin back under center, 2nd and 10 for North at their own 36, or their own 26, excuse me. Long run for Nick Gorgon on the jet sweep. He gets 11 to give North a first down, moving the chains. North trails Hoover by 34 points, 40-6. 7.5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. As North looks mainly to see what's going to work for their offense and see what doesn't. Crispin under center. Quick snap. They go to the back right behind Crispin. It's Tan Wynn. He's tripped up near the line of scrimmage and falls forward for a gain of 4. 2nd down, 6 to go coming up.
41-yard line, 2nd and 6.
North running a little bit quicker on this offensive possession, knowing that time is not on their side. Crispin sends a man in motion, flag flies.
Flag before the snap.
And it's offside on the defense. That'll send North forward a few yards. Bring up a 2nd and 1.
That'll take the ball out to the 46-yard line. 2nd and short.
North inching ever closer to Husky territory tonight. North got their first touchdown, their first points on the board at the very end of the third quarter in their only possession of that period. Crispin, a man in motion, hands it off. No, keeps it himself. Pitches outside to Hilson on the option play. Hilson brought down, ball on the ground, but the referee says that Hilson was down before the ball popped out, and now Hilson stays down. Helped up. Hilson helped up by his teammates, and he seems to be okay.
Hilson's run is
The Hilson run was good for a yard, which is all North needed for the first down. Crispin under center. Tight triple option flex bone formation for North. Pitch outside to Gorgon. Gorgon has some room, but this run is going to be negated by a hold in the backfield. Long run for Crispin. Made about 15 yards. Will be a hold against North, and that'll send the Polar Bears back 10 yards. North trails Hoover 40-6. 5 minutes, 48 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter. Ball spotted on the 33. That kills a little bit of North momentum. First and about 20. Crispin under center. The sophomore quarterback takes the snap, keeps it himself after faking a handoff, runs straight up the middle. Brought down.
Crispin on the keeper. Tackled by a pack of Huskies right around the 37-yard line.
This North team has been 0-9 each of the last 3 years. The seniors, which is many of the players, almost all the starters for North, those seniors have not seen a win. 0-27 so far. Eric Addy started his career as head coach of North with an 0-9 season last year. Crispin takes the snap, throws to the outside. A little bit of a miscommunication there between Theron LeCure and the quarterback Crispin. LeCure zigged and Crispin thought he was going to zag. Brings up a 3rd and long for North from their own 37. The line to gain is the opposite 47. Crispin under center. 3rd and long. Takes the snap, drops back, looks to his left, throws downfield, just a little bit too far for Devin Hilson, who created some space between him and the secondary for Hoover. Hilson outran the Hoover defense but couldn't catch up to the ball. 4th down coming up for North. The offense looks like it's staying on the field. 4th and very long. About 18 yards North needs to pick up. Crispin under center. Man in motion is Hilson. Crispin looking left, throws left, over the middle, caught! No, incomplete. It looked like Theron LeCure was able to secure that ball, but it dropped out of his hands. And Hoover takes over. Hoover leading 40-6, 4 minutes, 45 seconds left to go. First and 10 coming up for the Hoover offense, which has been prolific tonight. Thanks to terrific leadership from Jared Fisher and Gabe Banks. Fisher, 4 touchdowns tonight. 3 passing touchdowns, 1 rushing. 2 touchdowns to Trez Robinson, who was Fisher's top target last year, for over 600, nearly 700 yards. And before the play even happens, an illegal substitution on Hoover will move the Huskies 5 yards back.
Illegal substitution is the call against the Huskies. That'll push the ball back to the 43.
But if Fisher can continue to play the way he has tonight, and the Hoover offense just gels the way that it does, this could be a good season for the Hoover Huskies as long as that season continues. Fisher in the shotgun. Jeremiah Wilson, rather, in the shotgun. Hands it off to Diamond Deepa. And Deepa tackled at the 40. Gain of 3. Makes it 2nd and 12 coming up.
Second and about 12 for the Huskies.
Fisher on the sideline with his helmet off. So Jared Fisher, who's been terrific tonight for Hoover, is done for now. And Jeremiah Wilson, who's listed as the first-string tight end, is taking snaps from the shotgun for this Hoover offense. Wilson hands it off again. No, fakes the handoff, runs himself to the right side. Wilson dropped after a gain of about 2, maybe 3. Clock stops on the officials' timeout. Hoover 40, Des Moines North 6. 4 minutes left to play in the fourth quarter. We'll be right back.
I'm Jimmy Chavez with the Jayhawk Sports Network, and if you would like to have the same historical experience in the same arena that KU, Mizzou, K-State, the Kansas City Kings, Comets, and many other college and pro teams play at, including a Final Four, then Hy-Vee Arena, formerly Kemper Arena, is your place to host your next basketball, volleyball, wrestling, or anything that can be played on a hardwood floor. You could host your next practice, game, or tournament at Hy-Vee Arena for as little as $6 per person. That's right, $6, anybody, anytime. We have all the amenities you need, from team rooms, locker rooms, food court, and team meeting space. That's right, we are open to anyone. So check us out at HyVeeArena.com or call 816-505-0404 today to book your historical experience.
Four minutes left to go in this one as Hoover looks to ice this victory. They lead North 40-6. A good start to the Tyrone Tyler era here at Hoover. A good night on both sides of the ball for the Huskies as they try to finish it out. The starting tight end, Jeremiah Wilson, is the one taking snaps at quarterback. Takes the shotgun snap, looks to throw, throws over the middle, and it's incomplete. Intended for Ethan Stanley, the junior.
On the coverage for the Polar Bears. Fourth down for the Huskies.
4th and 10 coming up for Hoover. And the Huskies will go for it as they have all night. They've gone for every 4th down. They've gone for every 2-point conversion, never bringing out the punting team or the point after team. 1 turnover on downs to show for their aggression. Wilson in the shotgun. Takes a low snap, 3-step drop, over the middle, long pass, and it's just too long. Intended again for Ethan Stanley. Wilson just let that one fly. Really showed off the arm strength from a player who's normally not the quarterback. And North will take over. Turnover on downs. Gives the Polar Bears the football at their own 38-yard line. Trailing by 34 to Hoover. 40-6. North running a largely unchanged offense from all they've done all night. Crispin under center. Triple option in the backfield. Wilson in motion, or rather Hilson, and he takes the screen pass, runs down the sideline, runs into a little bit of trouble and steps out of bounds, but not before picking up nearly 30 yards and bringing the Polar Bears into Husky territory. 1st and 10 on the Hoover 39. That screen pass has been one of the most successful plays for North tonight, whether it's to Izzy Kalai, Nick Gorgon, or as it was right there, Devin Hilson. Crispin under center. Two backs in the backfield, two receivers out to the right. Hilson, the man in motion, moving up toward the left. Crispin to throw, looking for Hilson downfield, and it's just too long. Crispin has not been, well, crisp with his passes tonight. His screen passes and pitches have been largely very good, but whenever Crispin is tasked to throw the ball downfield, his accuracy falters somewhat. Expected for a sophomore quarterback. He'll gain that as he develops. But it has cost North tonight. They trail by 34. Crispin under center. The sophomore takes the snap. Option coming. It goes to Wynn. Pitch outside. Wynn brought down after a gain of 6 or so. 3rd down and 4. Coming up for North. Inside the Hoover 35. Wynn once again, the back right behind Crispin. Addy praised this formation for how quickly their back can get to the line of scrimmage. Crispin fakes the handoff, takes it himself, dashes toward the line to gain, and it is enough for the first down. Crispin with a little spin move in the backfield. And North takes their first timeout of the half. 2 minutes, 41 seconds left to play, 4th quarter. North trails Hoover 40-6. We'll be right back. Nearing the end of this game as Hoover maintains a commanding advantage over North. Hoover led by 32 at the half. They've extended that to a 34-point lead. 2 minutes, 40 seconds left to go in the contest. Crispin under center for North. They face 1st and 10 inside the Hoover 30. Hilson, the back in motion. Crispin, a screen pass to the right side. Dropped, and I believe they're going to rule that one incomplete. Hendo Schaff just couldn't come up with the screen pass. That makes it 2nd down. Crispin has not done a lot of passing tonight. The old school flexbone triple option that head coach Eric Addy likes to run relies heavily on the ground game. That's where North has picked up the majority of the yards. Crispin has been effective with some screen passes, but nothing much downfield. They give to the big back Ty Taylor. Plows his way through the line for about 4 yards, maybe 5. 3rd and 5 coming up for North inside the Hoover 25. The jet sweep was a play that worked for North earlier in this contest. Haven't seen it a lot on this drive. See if they might decide to pull it out to try to get those last 5 yards for the first down. Crispin, the sophomore quarterback, takes the snap. Broken play. He was looking for the pitch and couldn't find it. Crispin, I think, with a miscommunication with his team, and he's dropped in the backfield for a sack. About a 4-yard loss, maybe 5, and North takes another timeout. They've got 1 remaining. Minute 40 left to go in this game. Hoover with a 34-point lead over North. We'll be right back.
It's been defined as the continuous, everlasting voyage of living in a van. And if van life is calling you, then you should check out vandoit.com. Van Doit can be used as a primary vehicle with 7-passenger seating, convertible to a camper van, or anywhere in between. Go ahead, give our site and blog a gander. We assure you, it's going to make you say, you Van Doit. 816-944-2229. Or check us out at vandoit.com.
Hoover 40, Des Moines North 6. 1 minute and 40 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter as North tries to put some more points on the board to make the final score a little more respectable, I suppose. Crispin under center. 4th and 9 coming up for the Polar Bears. Crispin with the option to the right side. Hilson, the back who catches it. Brought down before the line to gain. And Hoover will take over. The Huskies can just run the clock out if they so choose. Clock has continued to run here. .135 left to go in the contest. 1st and 10 for Hoover on their own 26-yard line. Hoover lining up in the shotgun set. No intention to take an knee, it looks like. Jeremiah Wilson, second-string quarterback in, giving Jared Fisher the rest of the night off. Wilson hands it off. Deepa, the running back, brought down after about 3 yards.
On the carry for the Huskies, he's out to the 30-yard line.
Brings Hoover to the 30. Well, a successful game on both sides of the ball for the Hoover Huskies as they'll let as much of the clock run out as possible here. Hoover led, as I have mentioned before, by Jared Fisher. 3 passing touchdowns and a rushing touchdown tonight for the senior quarterback. If tonight's performance means anything, there's definitely good things to come in Hoover's future. Another handoff to Deepa as he runs down the sideline. Something could be up here for Hoover. Deepa brought out of bounds, pushed out by Willie Olds, the free safety. Hoover now in Polar Bear territory with 45 seconds to play in the fourth quarter. Clock stops because of the ball going out of bounds. Good play tonight on defense, too, by the Hoover Huskies. A strong defensive line, as well as some good play from Malik South, who forced a fumble, or who rather made an interception, and Terrell Bailey, who was strong on the front line. That should be enough to run the clock out. Play clock trails the game clock by about 30 seconds. But good play all around by Hoover. Wilson lining up for another shotgun snap. He'll take it, hand off. Deepa runs forward, and that's enough. The clock runs out to 0 as the Tyrone Tyler era at Hoover officially begins with a win. Des Moines Hoover 40, Des Moines North 6. Tyler has to feel good about the way his team performed tonight. They scored touchdowns on each of their first 4 drives. And on all 5 of their touchdowns, a successful 2-point conversion for Hoover. No post-game handshakes due to COVID-19 safety protocols. So a lineup
where Hoover Athletic Director Jake Burke has presented to the Hoover Husky team the first ever trophy in the pink and gold rivalry game presented by the Jarrett family and sponsored by Innovative Counseling and Consulting Incorporated.
Hoover takes the trophy. First time that this trophy has been presented for what's being dubbed the pink and gold rivalry game. So the Huskies take that rivalry trophy to open the 2020 season on a different than normal senior night. Normally senior night takes place toward the end of the season, but nobody knows what's going to happen toward the end of the season this year, so they wanted to get senior recognition out of the way right away. And who knows what's in store, but a great way for the Hoover football season to open up tonight. A 40-6 victory over North. On behalf of everybody back at UClick TV, my one-man crew on site tonight, Scott Norum. My name's Noel Wolf. It's been a pleasure to have you with us on this steamy Friday night in Des Moines. Get home safe. Have a great rest of your weekend.